So I'm kind of amused with this place being huge on, you know, mixed martial arts fights, and it's called the Octagonia. Oh, hey. What is this place? And do you have anything I can steal? I mean, appropriate. There's some use for magic beast hide, but I have completely forgotten what it is. Okay, I don't really need to visit the inn. There's the vault, though. Oh. Wish I'd done that a while ago. The vault is essentially how you keep from paying the death tax in the game. Hello, strange phantom critter. All right then. Oh, I'm certain there are.
The merchant who bought it from the Sultan of Gallopolis must have sold it to the tournament organizers.
Does this mean we're going to have to enter the tournament?
Nope. It means we're gonna have to win it.
What's funny is this whole sequence reminds me of something from Dragon Quest IV. Oh, I think that's the gold orb. I imagine you found a few things. Of course he did. I actually did meet Gary Gygax once. It was Gen Con 1998. He wasn't very talkative at the time. I think he was kind of tired.
Time to find out who'll be fighting beside you. Let's see. Who will it be?
Also, I find this guy having a tuxedo on in a fantasy setting kind of funny.
Number 8, make your...
Charmed, I'm sure.
Hold on a wee second there. I'm not putting this young lassie's fate in the hands of a...
Nice.
Allow me to check that with the official journal.
My mistake, fighters. Seems this gentleman here... Come on now, folks. Now, why don't we... It's number 7!
Looks like I'm up.
So we're Team 7-Eleven, apparently. Really? Oh, I want to check that out.
Number 11's you...
Good to meet you.
That's it, folks. Our teams have been decided. Now all that remains is to wait for the action to...
I know some people designed a 3D chess variant based on what they saw on old episodes of Star Trek. Frankly, it looks nice as a prop, but it doesn't actually look like it would be good as a game. Yeah, but I have rested. Oh, what's he got to say? Oh, that's right, they need to... There's a plot point they want to advance. I forgot. Could be. It's one of those things I would do if I had a computer more set up for that sort of thing. I mean, the reality is I'd probably just stream me playing Doom badly. Oh.
I heard that you've been paired with last year's champion. Not that you even need a partner. I was just saying to Veronica, Veronica? What's all that
Why don't you learn to look where you're going?
Me look where I'm going. You're the one strolling around with your nose...
Oh, hello there.
snooty little midget.
Do you mean Dragon Quest? I'd probably say so, yeah.
Cool.
But I'm a little biased.
Don't know where to shut up, do ya? This is all
Anyhow, welcome to the channel.
fucking luck in that bleeding stinking drool.
Don't take it out on the kid, Underdigger. We all have our bad days.
Underdigger?
Who said that?
Boy, they're really making...
I get it. You didn't get the draw you wanted. But you gotta roll with the pup. I mean, you're a tough guy. What is...
Well, since you put it like that, champ. Sorry, son.
I don't know why gimp masks are so common in here.
right?
Hey there, partner.
The some of those Sierra titles are pretty weird. I'm not sure that they age all that well. Are you thinking of Elite Force? Okay, they are really pushing the in. I don't remember. Oh, it's literally right there. I remember that there was one based off the Quake 3 engine, and that was like Voyager Elite Force. A friend of mine played the hell out of it for a while. He seemed to like it. I just remember it was, pretty late 90s with a whole lot of shaders and a lot of pew-pew.
Rise and shine, partner. Time to hit the arena.
God, this guy looks like some pro wrestler, but I never followed any of that, so I can't say who they're imitating here. Oh. Most of the games aren't really connected to each other. I mean, they do have things that are similar to previous games, like this whole sequence reminds me of something from Dragon Quest IV, but they're, for the most part, not really connected. So you can pretty much just jump in on any of them. Kind of like how the Final Fantasy series is a bunch of sequels, but they're not really related at all.
Vince Vanquish and his mysterious new partner take on the Underdigger and the Abominable Showman! Teams, enter the arena.
And overall, none of them are terribly difficult. Well, except for two, but overall, they're pretty accessible, I'd say. Alright, we're just going to start with Greatsword Guard. Oh, well, that didn't do me any good. Well, that doesn't do nearly enough damage. Oh, this is right out of 4. Oh, I finally got a parry in. Well, that was something. really think I might actually be underleveled. Well, I hope it was helpful. I mean, if you can get it at a discount, definitely go for it.
Blast off!
Okay, at the very least, I've run him out of magic. Yeah, I'm definitely doing that wrong. Yeah, it's terrible, isn't it? Yeah, in Dragon Quest IV, there was a character exactly like that in a scene just like this, who did look more like a Yeti. But yeah, abominable show, man. Completely terrible. Therefore, I love it.
Not bad.
Yes, happy to answer if I can.
That's it! It's all over! Vince has done it again!
Nice job, partner. You're tougher than you look.
Favorite edition? Do you mean of DQ11, or which installment of the series do I like best?
Who is this girl?
Because my favorite of all of them is probably still Dragon Quest III. That came out in like 1990. So, it's the last one that I know of where you could really customize your party. You know, you'd have the hero, but you could pick what classes you wanted in the other 3 slots. Yeah, definitely 3. Because that's where they still had a story, but you still had room to decide what your party would be. Like, if you wanted, you could go with a bog standard hero, soldier, cleric, wizard, and that was fine. But you could do other things like, you know, have a hero and a troop of soldiers following him around. It was more flexible in that regard. Plus, later on, you could do things like change classes on a character. And that's my personal favorite. We are talking about a Nintendo game from like 1990.
Come back tomorrow.
Thus far, I do like Dragon Quest XI a good deal. And the re-release of 7 on the Nintendo DS is also really fun. Or, sorry, 3DS, not DS.
up getting you as my partner. We're in with the chance, you and me. Anyway, I better...
I think 4. The 4th one has... I mean, it was pretty ambitious for the time. In terms of storyline, you know, it's still another, well, you know, you're the chosen one and you'll do the thing. But it starts off with 4 separate stories that all come together at the end for the final quest. And I think that one gives kind of a better sense of a large world. So that's probably my favorite in terms of story, is the 4th game. But again, it's older, so I don't know if that's in your wheelhouse. I do like what 7 did as well. Oh. Okay, I guess I'll go back to the inn. Because 7, you start on a world that has one island on it and nothing else. And you find this shrine that lets you go back in time and discover what happened to other land masses in the world. And you start restoring them to your time by fixing calamities that happen to these places. I thought that one was really fun.
Are you sure you weren't just love-struck? You looked a bit weak at the knees to me. And
Okay, cool.
flashing her legs around like that? Well,
Yeah, I'm like 38, so
Excuse me, lassie.
oh, yes, of course. Sorry.
Shall we?
I'd keep a close eye on your partner if I were you.
but yeah, the very first game is probably the one I played the most, next to 3, and it's
You don't think
a little rough now because a lot of the game winds up being a grind, and 2 is just plain tedious. Apart from being very difficult, you also have three characters with 8 inventory slots, and those slots are consumed by any equipment you happen to use. So the problem is there's also a lot of key items you need to carry with you, as well as, let's see, oh, the orphanage. Downstairs to the east and then head west. Anyway, the problem with 2 is, apart from being overwhelmingly difficult, you do suffer a lot of inventory management nonsense, and it's just not fun when you have to rearrange your inventory item by item. But, okay, where's this orphanage? Oh, okay. Is this the place I always... This is not. Is there anything I can steal? Doesn't look that way. Oh, there's the guy.
Whoa, it's you. Man, I thought you were some creep sneaking up on me. Sorry, it's just... I keep hearing about fighters going missing. Kinda puts a guy on edge, you know? Didn't mean to scare you, partner. Seeing as you're here, why don't you come inside?
Yes, it does. He has been the character designer since the very first game.
Hey, look!
You
Yeah, all the designs are him.
Is this a friend of...
Yup, a very important one. So you play quietly while he's here, okay? I was born and raised in this orphanage, man. That's actually why I fight. Trouble is, fighting's all I'm good at.
It's funny because I know Toriyama from Dragon Quest, not Dragon Ball. I don't think I've even watched 5 minutes of any of the Dragon Ball stuff. But yeah, it is a very distinct style.
Man, look at the time. Wait, was there something you wanted to talk about? Hey, did you hear that? There it is again.
Is it through here? No, that's not a bedroom. No, that's one for the kids. Oh, okay. That door open. Yeah. Yeah, the hair is usually the biggest giveaway.
Man, some punks tossed my room. What kind of lowdown? Dirty thief burglarizes an orphanage anyhow. And what were they looking for? Listen, we got a fight to think about. It's late. All right, go get...
The actual, the box art for the game is also, I should say the Japanese box art is drawn by Toriyama. And the US version comes with that, but you have to reverse the cover on the box. The US box art is just dull. It's like a random, almost in-game shot. So you reverse the cover and you get the original, which does look nicer. I mean, granted, most of the time you just see the spine anyway, so maybe it's a minor concern. Okay, so I think... Okay, I do have a few things I can use. I do wish I'd taken time to get a slightly stronger weapon. Alright, let's go pick a fight. Well, hey, thanks for coming by. I hope I was able to give you some useful information. And, you know, you're always welcome back.
First fight of the day features the favorites for the title. It's the Invincibles, starring none other than reigning champion Vince Vanquish. They'll be facing off against hometown hotties Cinderella and Wambolina, aka the BT Queens.
God.
Cinderella. I'm Wambolina. Hello, boys.
It seems the girls have brought their fan club along. Something tells me this is going to be...
Okay, so that one on the left is a mage. And I can't. I won't. Oh yeah? Oh, hell. There we go. No more magic spells.